Thanks for joining. This is Movado, and I'm here with episode 9 of the Empyrion Reforged Galaxy version 1.5 playthrough. Since last episode, I did do a little bit of harvesting of resources, hit some asteroids, got some golds, a little bit of platinum, some neo, really working on my combat CV, and I've got almost everything actually except for obviously the xeno material. And then I need the human crew advanced upgrade kits. I'm heading over to this space station or this trade hub right here to hopefully get um, the crew and the advanced upgrade kit. I believe when I was here earlier, this is the same system that I have the um, had the water on. I believe there was a quantum star trader, and I'm pretty sure I see it in this room. So that's what I want to see to get that advanced upgrade kit. So, to get credits, I got a few matrix and bridges on me, matrices and bridges. Made some of those with the gold that I have. That's usually my go-to. I know there's other ways to get lots of credits, but that tends to be my go-to since gold seems to be pretty abundant once you get out and get asteroids. All right, I have 8 of those. Yeah, you got one advanced upgrade kit, which is all I need. So I'll drop that in the factory. So that takes care of the advanced upgrade kit. Now I need 6 crew. No. Let's just check them all. I don't think this is going to be the guy that has them. They gotta be human crew. I don't think the gun dealer sells them. Alright, where else is a shop here? Or is this it? There's no like bar, restaurant, food place. Probably missing something here. Gosh, I don't see anything though. No traders here that I'm seeing. Yeah, there's not going to be a trader in here. Well, it's unfortunate that they don't have crew in here. I will have to hit up a player's trade station, which is no big deal. I have one in my system, or in my yeah, in my sector where my base is. Actually, I'm just going to take a once more look at this to make sure I'm not overlooking something here. Main trade hub. Ah. Well, I think I maybe am overlooking something. What's down here then? Interesting. What else is down here? Production room. Wonder if there's a bar down here too if I keep going lower. Alright. Get your bearings. What's going on here? Oh gosh. Scared me for a second. Well, that's not anything to shop. Nothing here. And is that the only one? Nope, There's nothing up there. Alright, well I have to hit a different trader then. Now to get out of here. What I am going to do though is, the crew is fine. I can get that no problem at another time. The other thing I want to get to is I did do some system scouting between the last time I played in this recording, and I'm going to head back down to this system, I believe. Yeah, I found some abandoned POIs down here on Sabad. It had a couple of them that I found for sure. So I'm going to head down there. Need that xeno. And I also did make a couple ships since the last stream as well. Made an SV and an HV, which are both attached to the Stingray right now. They're going to be a little bit of utility ships, if you will. You can kind of see them stuck to the roof. They're going to be utility ships that I'm going to use to, number one, take the POI apart, but also to help core the POI, so I can take it apart. So we're going to head in. I think there's an abandoned bunker I'm going to go after first. And I believe that'll give me enough xeno. I don't know, I think it's 8 xeno material per block, so I think I only need like 900 blocks or something like that. Which is way more than the abandoned bunkers have. Let's see here. If I look at the registry on Sabad, filter it by the bases, abandoned drone base, and an abandoned bunker I found, plus a couple other ones. So yeah, that's what I'm coming after. I hopped around in player's territory quite a bit, and I didn't find anything there, and it wasn't until I started getting out of player's territory into the neutral space. So, you know, I'm not sure if it's coded that way, or how that all works, but I was able to find them in the neutral space. Same thing when I did a playthrough before this. It was pretty much neutral space only, is where I was finding those abandoned POIs. Old ruined temple. Oh, there it was. Looks like it was over here. That's the abandoned drone base. Oh, there's the abandoned bunker. Oh, there's another abandoned bunker. So 2 abandoned bunkers on this system. Well, as long as this one's close, I'm going after this one. Couple ways to take these things down. Obviously, you can run through them. Do the POI. They're lots of fun. They're super challenging. I know the abandoned bunker in particular is a pretty difficult one. You know, like I said, when I started this stream, my intent wasn't to run through POI's death loop. Maybe I'll do one or something later on, but for now, I just want to kind of get the things set up. Make sure I'm not in range of that base. I'm not, but it is shooting at something. Sorry, but like I was saying, you know, my intent isn't to smash POI's death loop that thing. It's to try to get everything material-wise, show you how to get everything set up and done. So you can get all the stuff you need. But, you know, in my other version I have a ladder here. But that works too. Jetpacking out works. What I am going to do, though, is get in this little guy. Oxygen shield lights going. Got a couple rail guns on it. And while that's charging my shield, so take a look at it really quick. Yeah, so the core itself, if you can see that little white antenna pole on the side there where my crosshairs are, the core itself is directly below that, buried. If you've run this one before, they've recently been reworked. So what I'm going to do, what's the hold up here? Usually it goes in pretty simple. Alright, I'm going to burrow to the bunker. You know, sometimes this auger works really well, and then other times it just gets hung up, and I just can't quite figure it out. But overall, it's a pretty sweet SC. So like right there, I don't know what I'm getting hung up on. There you go. Why can't I, oh, there we go. Just checking the range. Probably could have gone a little bit closer than digging a quarter mile underground. But if it goes well, it's not usually too bad. Right there. Alright, while I dig this tunnel out to the bunker, I'm just going to pause the video really quick. Just because this is going to take a little bit to get there. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Got the tunnel dug all the way over here, and then I dug out all the way around by the foundation as well. Just to give myself a nice open spot down here so I can kind of get access inside of the building. One thing you'll need to know is the core location. This is the abandoned bunker. So it is, what can be helpful, actually I think it's probably down here a little bit further, is having a block on you, because I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks from center, from corner. 1, 2, 3, and it's going to be that row of blocks that's a different color. So I'm going to have to get over here a little bit and re-dig out. I thought I was coming in over here further, but alright, so I'll have to dig out some of this area. Got to be careful when you're doing this if you're going to come underneath and burrow, because there's going to be I hear some worms above, which isn't a big deal, those by themselves, but see, now I just cut a hole in the floor. So that's the one thing you gotta be careful, is you don't actually want to open up an opening like that. And it's really, really fine line down here to not do that. But for right now, I'm just going to dig out this area a little bit to give my ship some room down here, this SV. And then I'm going to bust out the railguns and start breaking in. Yeah, see, it's entirely possible that something might fall down this hole now. And Okay. Alright, so I'm going to get back out of the ship. I'm going to count over my 9 blocks again like I did before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be right there, I believe. Oh. Since I got a hole. Oh yeah, there's some worms. Yeah, that looks about right. So I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be right about there. Okay. Oops. Oh gosh. And I've got enough ammo on me, I should be alright. So I got 2 blocks down. Oh, it looks like they're going faster now. Yeah, 500 rounds should be plenty. Might have to start. That's fine for now. Might have to dig out a little bit above my head here, but I gotta be careful. Again, I don't want the roof of my SV exposed if I can help it. And I didn't see any like ground troops around, which is nice. All I saw were those desert worms. Didn't see any robots out there, mechanoids, droids, none of that. Okay, let me see what that did. There we go. This will be a good spot to sit in. Looks like I got to the xeno blocks. And I do think it's buried in the xeno blocks, so I think I'm on the right track here. Oh good, I have a core on me. I forgot to check for that when I left. And the railgun is going to be more than likely the best weapon at doing this. Is that the core right there? Yep, that was the core. I was 1 block off. But that was it. Okay. I got the core. Now, the other thing you want to do when you core a POI is instantly turn off the power, which is your Y key. So I'm going to get away from my ship, because sometimes if you're too close to your ship, it turns the power off in your ship instead. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because your CPU is way over allocated. And if it runs, chances are your generators are going to blow, which is then going to blow your loot. But maybe it's got enough power generation where that wouldn't happen. I'm not sure. Okay. This POI is now done. I got a shield down, so I'm just going to pop out right here. Okay. Heading back. Okay, now I'm going to get up here, get in the ship, and go by my abandoned bunker. Turn the thrusters on. There's going to be a lot of good loot boxes in there too. Alien loot boxes. There might be some enemies already spawned in there too. You know, it kind of depends how their spawning detection range works. Obviously, there's a lot to this building. You know, my strategy in taking it down is going to be on the top levels. I'm just going to kind of drop it by taking out, like, I'll kind of show you once I get closer or get in there. I must be stuck on something. I got stuck on a cactus or something. I'm actually going to park it on this side, I think. And right about here looks good. I'm going to turn the thrusters off. I'm actually going to leave the rest of it on because it's got turrets, and those turrets might be helpful here. Alright. Gonna hop out. Get in my Junka. And get to work. Actually, I need to go through this POI first. So I've got the multi-turret. Wait a minute. Is there one not grouped? Oh, there's one ungrouped. I was like, I know I have a second one. That's fine. Yeah, this is going to be nice because it's just going to melt this POI. Alright. Assault rifle, I guess. I don't know the POIs all super well, to be honest. I know where the cores are in some of them. But inside... Oh, hey, look at this. Yeah, I just don't hear anything. Guessing all the spawners, they didn't spawn. Probably should have made sure my CV was set as the home spawn in case I get killed in here, but worst case I spawn nearby. Yeah, I think it's going to be clear. Who knows what that does? I should probably not flip levers. One of them might end up spawning some guys somehow. Stingray, cool, I can reach it. Oxygen booster, Zascosium, a sniper upgrade. Oh, good, I have some multi-charges. And there's definitely going to be a lot of them hidden in the walls somewhere. There's going to be loot. Okay, well, I don't know what all these arrows mean. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot out here. Oh, I'm not close enough now. You know, really what I'm here after, though, you know, I kind of mentioned it before, is the xeno material and, you know, the loot boxes if I find them. But really, I'm here for the xeno. I'm just curious, if I take 8 blocks and I throw them in the factory, 8 gives me 96. Oh, so it's 12 per. That means I only need about 600, what is it, 602 blocks. No, 601. Okay. That's not bad. And I'm going to take all your fuel and oxygen. Oh, that's a lot of oxygen. I think I found that anything over 10,000 doesn't withdraw well. So I tend to do a maximum of 10,000 per pull. Well, at least those generators are sectioned off. I didn't see any loot by them. Usually what I like to do is just take out the doorways. That way I know I've been there. Am I range? What I'm going to do is I'm going to container controller. I'm going to link to one of these container controllers. Hopefully one that has more than 16,000. 24,000, I guess that'll do. Okay. And then I'm just going to take everything I pick up, put it in that container, and grab it when I'm done. Didn't mean to sit. You know what, I need to get to the lower levels, so I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go straight down. Xenoblocks and POIs do give off radiation, so be prepared for that. You can see it's 0 radiation right now, but if I stand right next to it, it's up to 9. And I think it's a function of how many blocks you're standing by, so it might even get worse, I'm not sure. But definitely going to give off a lot of radiation, so you just got to be prepared for that. Yeah, like I said, it's just going to take just over 600 blocks to get all the xeno I need. Get rid of some of this stuff. This stuff might perish. I'll keep the trauma kit. Probably don't need any of that stuff. And I should get this set on the abandoned bunker that's connected. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Now, a lot of times I should probably get my HV going, but I wanted to find some of the loot containers in here first. The HV drills are going to go a lot faster than this little miner. I've also noticed the HV turret will pick up multiple blocks as well, especially when it's at range. Like, there's sometimes I think the band or the turret will hit multiple blocks at the same time, and it just goes so much faster with it. Now you're seeing what, 3 hits for a multi-tool, plus they got to reload. Yeah, here's starting to run into some of the xeno basement there. I've already got 10% of the xeno in it. I haven't really found any containers yet. One alien loot container, that was it, and I know there's got to be a bunch in here. And the nice thing with getting these blocks as well is that they'll also reduce the build time of the combat CV once it's spawned. So that's going to be nice. But this is single player, so I can just sleep it away. You know, if you play multiplayer, you cannot sleep, but the clock runs 24/7 as long as somebody's on the server. So, you know, that always helps keep your builds going. And it might even be 24/7 regardless if someone's on the server. I'm not even sure of that, but either way, it's much better than on single player where you have to be online. Oh, hey, look at this. Oh, a large upgrade kit. Oh, those are loot only. Those are nice. That is a nice one. Am I in range of Stingray? Yeah. I drop this over. And then I always like to pick up those containers so that way I know that I picked them up. If I see, that way I don't see them a second time and try to grab it. This would probably be a murder hallway if you're doing this POI. Okay. You know, I don't know what's creepier, doing this thing with the enemies in here, or doing it with it completely empty. Because gosh, it's creepy walking around here and an empty POI. Well, this would be a room you'd want to be careful in. Radiation boost. That's a nice. That's a nice one. And all this stuff, even these other devices that I already have, like these oxygen tanks, the fuel tanks, I don't need those materials for the blueprint, but I'm still going to end up getting them in the factory. Oh, I didn't expect to see this little hallway back here. I'm still going to get them in the factory to reduce the build time. And then those resources will be there for my next build, which is probably going to be another CV. That's probably going to be my pack mule CV. I think I mentioned it in a previous stream. Tons of storage. I have a modified version that has more than just storage in it. It's a lot more functional than that. You'll see that one later. Not on the workshop yet. Not sure if I'm going to put it there or not. Maybe I will at some point. Oh. Not a lot of loot in here. Not yet, at least. It's here. I know it's here. I know there's a ton of it here. It's funny which rooms you pop out in when you randomly go through walls. Oh. There's a lot of containers in here. I should be going through them all, but I really want the rare stuff. Well, that's an armor. Alright, well, I'm going to let the rest of that stuff go. So I don't really see any rare stuff in there. Now I'm going to hop up here. Actually getting a decent amount of ammo out of these containers. I feel like it's more than I used to see in those. Good medical supplies, more ammo, more power, more power, more power. Well, you know, I'll probably find some as I'm deconstructing it. Kind of feel like this is about the time where I just need to start tearing it apart with my HV. I'm not getting a ton out of it right now. I'm just not finding it. I know it's here. about to leave the logistics network, but the logistics network is the base. That's alright. I do want to get within range of the Stingray. Actually. Yeah, and the Stingray's here, so I'm just going to park next to it. I've been kind of all over the place with this, but I think over here is a good spot. One of the things I am going to do to start off with is I am going to drop it to the ground so it doesn't slide anywhere. Get the harvest module. Whoops, wrong one. Not the harvest module, the multi-turret. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear out an entire layer. Take down some of that stuff. So you can sometimes, if you're looking, you can see I'm pulling out multiple blocks at a time. So there I got multiples, which is nice. You kind of aim for the joints between blocks and you'll get multiple at a time. But if I just go through and I tear down the entire section like this, one row across, the entire top will collapse. And why that's nice to do is because most of the top is going to be a lot of the materials you don't need anyway. Something must be blocking there. Sometimes when debris falls down, it kind of blocks. There we go. I do want to get the xeno though. So when I see xeno, I'm going to pick that off. But if I collapse the top, I can just run out there and pick it up. And all the materials, or most of the materials from it, that collapse will end up in my inventory, in my connected controller. So I got to make sure I connect a container when I do that. But it's just much faster than tearing it down block by block. Oh, no free material. Really? That was fast. Yeah, this is the Junker from the Wasteland series by Script that I have right here. I just published it on the workshop just because I had some questions from a different video I did in terms of what I was using and where those ships were, if they were published or not. So just decided to get them out there. I've had them for a while now, but don't always publish the ships that I'm modifying that other people have built. But in this case, I did that today, so. You know, one thing that's also interesting is if you turn on structural integrity, you can now see what's about to collapse and what's not going to. So if you focus on the green stuff, you can see red blocks falling now. Let's see, what I'm going to do here is I personally am going to connect to the Stingray container controller. Do it again. There we go. And now if I can get out of here, so you can just run up an F to pick it up. If I can do that maybe in person here. Press F to pick up debris, pick up debris, pick up debris. Pick up these containers. Sometimes you just take out these separating blocks. And now everything collapses. Pick it up as fast as you can because it does despawn. And now if I F4 all those materials, I know it's hard to see. I got 5,000 steel plates out of that, for example, or almost 5,000. That wasn't there before. All these broken down components are all from that collapse. So that's always the fastest way to take these POIs down. Sometimes I'll do it by hand. That junker is just so much faster with the HV drills. And turning on the structural integrity look is always super helpful as well. Now if I do the same thing over here, you can see it collapsed. Didn't expect it to collapse that easily. That's some of that despawn. Like this will despawn here. I'll let it despawn. There, it's gone. So you don't get much time. So you gotta be quick. But the key with doing that is making sure you're connected to a container through the F4 logistics menu, like I am. I'm gonna eat a little snack. And then it'll all end up in that container. You don't want to be in your personal inventory because it's going to be a lot of weight that you're picking up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit closer over here. Hopefully I can take, yeah, I just want to take that whole corner out. You can see how fast that churns when I do that. Alright. Maybe what I'll do is take some of that stuff out and get in here a little bit closer. Oh, that sucks. Okay, that's one of the problems. If your ship docks, you can no longer harvest. And the nice thing with getting all this iron from this collapsing is that my next CV, the pack mule or whatever one I build, is more than likely going to be a lot of steel. So I am going to need steel. Oh, it's all single pieces. Okay. So you go after the green ones, the bright green ones, and the whole thing will eventually collapse. Like that. That's what's so nice about this view. There's always weird stuff that's holding the build, like this green thing. Like that shouldn't have held anything up, but it was. And now I'm going after the strongest point to kind of weaken this corner. I'm going to leave that block alone. Sometimes what I like to do is take out a bunch of the blocks just to create a couple supports kind of scattered all around. And then I can quickly drop the whole thing. Like I've got really... Let me take a look at this. Oh, it's being held up by that middle as well. Okay. I bet you this whole thing will stay though. Yeah, so what's going on now is there's just, you've got like this block is holding it up. Any of these break. There it goes. Pick it up quick. It's just going to be an insane amount of resources. Now I didn't want the whole thing collapsing like that fast, but that's fine really. And now I'm up to, gosh, 24. I mean, over almost 30,000 steel plates just from that collapse. Pick that up. Pick that up. Yeah, and the pickup thing some people don't know about, so make sure you are, like I said, connected to a container. Where am I at? Oh, I'm going to be too heavy. That's fine. I'll have to drop all this on the factory and plan it. 136,000, I'm at over a kiloton of weight in that container, which I can't carry out with a CV. Okay. Cool. Get back in the junker. All right. I'm going to take down this side now. Same way. Going to drop it. Yeah, you can really see it's chewing up multiple blocks at a time, which I love. You can see the blocks starting to turn red. So you got some structural integrity issues going on from all the blocks being torn out. And again, if debris falls and it gets in the way, you're not going to be able to multi-tool through it, so you'll just have to move on. Kind of like you see I'm doing, like I can't get through that one or those. Hey, there's an alien container. I should probably go get it. It's, not bad. Okay, keep going now. However long this can reach is how far I'm going to go. Okay, I'm going to leave those last couple blocks there. Focus on everything else I can reach. That's about it. Probably should have done that outside the cockpit, but not bad resources. Oh, I missed it. All right. How much did I get there? I mean, still up to almost 40,000 iron plates. You know, you do a POI or two like this, and you're not going to need iron for a very, very, very long time, if ever again. Okay. Alright, put that back in the vehicle. Where's my turrets? Of course, I'd pick the two in the back. We're just playing with the left versus right button. Okay. Not hitting over there, so I'll keep going this way until I am hitting. Yeah, but that structural integrity view, I tell you, has been a big help for tearing down POIs when I stumbled across that one. Obviously, if you're building stuff, it's super helpful to use, but same, you know, it's as helpful when you're tearing stuff down as well. I mean, I can see straight through, and there's nothing holding up this whole corner. But if I start hitting things in here, the whole thing will crumble. Okay, am I still connected? Yeah. And again, I'm just going to look for those green blocks. Like that's a green block. You can just see some of these are just critical to the support. And you pull out those key ones, and eventually the whole thing just goes down. Can I pick up inventory full? Okay, well, I'll go back to my connect to this. No, I don't want to do that. I want to be connected to the Stingray. And the other thing you can do is you can bust out your drone. Same thing. It just extends your range a little bit. And here what I'm doing is I'm just cutting it apart. Cutting a line here so this part collapses by itself. It's got to be super close. Alright, something here is holding it up. Yeah, this bright green block's got to go. Okay, let me see what's down here. Right there. I mean, literally the whole thing's hovering right now. I don't think it's connected anywhere, is it? Oh, it is up here a little bit, I guess. No, it's not. Something collapsed. Wasn't the collapse I was looking for, though. There it is. Brought the drone back, and now I'm just going to get it by hand. Yeah, and that'll all despawn. Oh my gosh, look at all that iron now. 3.8 kilotons. 99 xeno. How much xeno? 216, so I still need quite a bit more xeno yet. I haven't even gotten to it. All the xeno's in the bottom. Oh, hey, look at that toilet. It's hovering everything up. It's always something weird like that. And sometimes it just needs a block removed to trigger it to recalculate SI. Well, that was not intended. Oh, I heard a little wormy. All right. Okay. Got most of this POI torn down now. Just got this corner to go. Oh, I'm sliding. That's funny. That's what happens when you don't set it down on the ground. It tends to slide like that. Yeah. Just gonna keep pulling all this stuff down. Looks like I'm getting all the way through. I can see all the way through over there. So let that go for now. Oh, I didn't want to jump that high. Oh, can I pick up inventory full? Which is... I thought I hurt myself. Alright. Now, again, not where I wanted to be. And now I just lost all that loot. How do I want to do this? I could connect to container controller again. You know, I don't even know where that one is. I should be careful with that. Upside down TVs. Interesting. So there's only so many deco blocks. There's only... Where the fuck is that noise coming from? Did it go down underneath? No, you're right there. Space do I have? Oh, I'm almost full. Yeah, I don't think I can lift right now. Apparently I'm not in Wi-Fi range either. Junker. Abandoned. Container controller. Hey, it all fit. Barely. Alright, I'm going to go back to the other side, and I'm going to start dumping into the factory and getting xeno. Oh, actually, I'm going to go with the Stingray. And then the blueprint I'm going to bring in is one that I subscribed to called the Cube. Just a material dump. Oh, it does not take concrete. Which is alright. I will get that in a different blueprint. For now, I'm just stacking up the iron. Oh, lots of steel blocks. So I want to watch my xeno. Oh, I'm up to 2,000 already. That's not bad. Oh, what's going to weigh a lot in here? I'm at a kiloton. Oh, all this titanium's going to weigh a lot. Xeno's probably not light. All these motors. Oh, it's interesting. The armored concrete works because it's got steel in it. That should all be light stuff, though. 862 kilotons. Let's see. Sort by mass. Oh, that's almost all of it. I'll probably just trash those blocks. Actually, no, I'll use a different blueprint. I go to my library and I look at my base, the one that I've already built, the solar starter. I should be able to get rid of those. Yep. Okay, back to the library. Gonna get the cube. It's actually a CV. And now this ship is 100 tons, which is totally manageable. Okay. This turret is pointing straight down, so it kind of makes it easy for getting the edges like this. Don't see myself getting a whole lot of xeno yet, but I know it's in here, so. You know, and you can use a similar strategy here if you know all the top blocks are concrete, which it looks like they are. Kind of ignore them. Alright, well, I'm going to keep going at this. I'm going to end the stream here. Got to get some other things done today, but yeah, I'm going to keep going at this, get the xeno I need, and get that CV built, and I'll finish it up on the next stream. Again, if you like what you're seeing, please do like and subscribe. Otherwise, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.